Hey family, welcome back. Happy Friday. I decided to do a video instead of me using my camera phone, using my laptop camera. So hopefully, many of you can hear me better as far as quality wise. Hold on, family. Okay. Anyway, with this video right here, I pretty much want to speak about um, a couple of days back. I'll probably say either Tuesday. I remember being online, right? Hold on, before I get started. Before I get started, I want to give all honor to the Most High God, source of all things, source within. And much love to my brothers and sisters. Thank you for checking your sister out once again. Um, a couple of days back, I probably say maybe Tuesday or Wednesday, I happened to be online on YouTube, and I came across um, a video. This person was talking, and I didn't watch all of it, but they were pretty much saying how we all need to come together and start praying for peace, because it is power in prayer. We all know this. And I'm like, you know what? They are so right. It is power when we all get together on one accord. For the sake of love. Which is the highest vibrational frequency. To come together and pray for peace. So it was a full moon, and we know a lot of people are doing a whole lot of rituals during the full moon. And but it is a powerful time, and especially when you put your intentions out there for good, okay, expecting something good to come out of it. And I get kind of comfortable, like I'm talking to you in front of me. So anyway, so um, that's what I decided to do. But I'm like, you know what? They're so right. I mean, I was praying anyway for peace. As far as a lot of this, chaos. This conflict with the U.S. and Iran would come to an end. And not escalate. So I was praying anyway. But what I decided to do was go in meditation and to set my intentions on, you know, um, me. Okay, I don't know how many people perceive themselves. I know how I perceive myself. Okay, but me being a infinite, child, you know, of the light, of the Father of the light. I am a eternal. I'm energy, but I am a eternal, spiritual, multidimensional being. Okay, and I come from the light, okay? And I know if I come from the light, I'm going back to the light, okay? This is what I believe, okay? You are who you say you are. Now, me knowing this, we all have the light of sorts within us, okay? Nobody is excluded unless you choose to be excluded. If your light is dim, you can always expand it. And so while I was in meditation, I went within myself, setting my intentions to expand the light that was within me. I set my intentions on Earth Gaia. And as I was closing my eyes, I saw the earth. while my eyes were closed. It's like I was out in space and I just saw Earth as being this sphere, and I was setting my intentions, expanding my life, sending love and healing, okay, to Earth Gaia, but definitely setting my intentions as far as, shining light on the conflict, the darkness conflict that was brewing between the U.S. as well as Iran. Iran, you know what I'm talking about. And a host of other people were doing this all over the world. People who consider themselves as light workers. And, like I say, it's who you say you are. But the fact is, we all are coming together on one accord, trying to set our intentions for peace and healing and an end to this conflict, of war that was starting to brew, okay, between the two countries. So as my eyes were closed, I saw Earth, Gaia, in a distance. I didn't really see myself, but I knew it was me. Um, all of a sudden, I saw Earth Gaia, and I was in a distance, okay, because I was looking outside of my spiritual eyes, and all of a sudden, as I was setting my intentions, and also I had my hands out. Now I couldn't see my hands, but that was my intention for my hands to be out like this, okay. I was like this, and I was setting my intentions, peace, be still, sending love and healing, okay, to this situation, okay? Love, healing, and peace. That was my intention. And I saw lights shooting from the earth. It looked like light source all around the world shooting, coming from the earth, okay? It was though the earth just lit up. And as this light just shot up, there were other people that were around me and their luminous, you know, um, body, shall I say, the light body, we were all doing this. Okay. It's like everybody was putting the work in. Okay. We were all doing this, expanding our light, trying to send healing to this planet Earth. And I truly believe it really made a difference because according to the word, Christ had made a statement saying, when two or more, come together, I'm there in the midst, obviously it's definitely power when at least two people come together or more, and they're setting their intentions uh, as far as believing for something. He's there in the midst, and that which they are believing for, it shall, come forth. It shall be manifested or so and so. But you're gonna go with this. Basically, he's there. Okay, he's there, and if he's there, you're divinely covered, and nothing can touch you. And that what you are believing for, he's in agreement. Okay, and so I thought it was beautiful. It was just so beautiful, family. I can close my eyes and still see it to this day. It's like the earth lit up like a Christmas tree. All of a sudden, I seen these little sparkles of lights, and it was coming up from the earth, and you start seeing like beautiful, people in their luminous, light body expanding their hands towards Earth Gaia. It was just beautiful, family. It was just beautiful. And you know what? I had peace about this situation ever since. And this happened before I did the video before this one. I think it was Tuesday. It was a full moon Tuesday as well. But um, it's power. It's power in prayer. It's power when you are in meditation and you set your intentions. And it's definitely power when two or more are coming to agreement, okay? And especially if their intention is pure and it's positive, it's power, family. It is power. So you can imagine all these souls of people, who have love, in their heart and they're seeking peace, and healing, all these souls coming together on one accord. It's power, setting their intention to change a situation, okay? It's power in it. So anyway, after this happened and I saw this actually play out within myself, right? I had peace. I had peace, and it felt so good to be a part of it because it's one thing to talk the talk, okay? Oh, praying for peace. Oh, everybody walking around, um, feeling some type. Hold on, amen. Sorry, I got distracted. I forget where I was. My mom had came into the room, but anyway, but I'm just saying, it's just power in numbers, like I said, especially when people come together and everybody's on one accord, setting their attention for good, for the good of mankind. It is power, family. It is power. And for the most part, when we go to sleep, we leave our bodies anyway. Let me just say that. We all leave our body anyway. It's just a matter of being conscious of it. There are times I'm conscious of it. There are times I'm not. I'm just gonna be honest with you. Sometimes I can just lay down and I wake up. I'm like, wow, I really went into a deep sleep. I wake up. It's morning. But but then there are times, I find myself like in the middle of the night. I become very conscious and I'm conscious of being outside of my body, but yeah, family, you know, um, that was an interesting experience. I was humbled to be a part of it, but you'd be surprised. A lot of us are doing spiritual work anyway while we're asleep. You're just not conscious of it because we all leave our bodies at night. Remember, we are all connected to a spiritual umbilical cord. It looks sort of It looks sort of grayish looking, or you could say silver. I'm gonna say silver. It looks sort of silver looking, a luminous silver looking. And my experience of seeing mines, all of a sudden I was conscious of being outside of my body and I was above the earth. I talked about this already. I'm not going to repeat myself, but I'm just saying, while I was asleep, that spiritual umbilical cord was attached to my physical body, and that other part was attached to my spiritual body, shall I say, my astral body, or however you want to look at it. And it was somewhere, I think it was attached to my navel, I believe. All I know is when I looked down, I saw it attached to my stomach or something like that. But anyway, as long as you're attached to it, okay, you're not going to die. That's your link to your physical body, okay? And we all leave our bodies every night anyway. Like I said, you're just not conscious of it. But um, being attached to it, you can go anywhere. I mean, you have all kind of awesome experiences, and there's nothing like having these experiences when you're conscious of it. You're seeing so much, and then you can come back and talk about it. That's the awesome thing about it. At the end of the day, we all really lost our memory, of who we was and our gifts and talent. We lost all of our memories. But when you go in meditation, it helps you to resurface a lot of those memories. If you are mastering yourself. Um, but you're good to go. We're all good to go as long as that spiritual umbilical cord don't, as long as it doesn't cut. When it cut for whatever reason, maybe the father call you back home, or you can be out here and have a incident. But once that spiritual umbilical cord is cut, you can't go back to the body. You cannot go back to the body. But and the Bible talks about it briefly. I truly feel like a lot of information was taken out, as always, because the Bible has been distorted. But there is enough information in the Word, okay, for you to receive, okay, spiritual milk. I say spiritual milk because if you're someone who's not spiritual, you'll be just like me. You'll be reading the word. A lot of it makes sense to you, and a lot of it don't. And that which don't is spiritual. You have to have an experience to understand it. Okay, that's why Christ was speaking in parables because all those so-called you know, his disciples that was around him, they were just asking him questions. Just asking him all kind of questions because the words that was coming out of his mouth was going over their head. It was going over their head. He was talking spiritual talk, and you have to have a experience. You know, you have to be able to relate to know what he's talking about. And that's why he kept saying, "Seek, and so shall you find; ask, and it shall be open; knock, ask, and you shall receive." I'm sorry, knock, and it shall be open. That's why he was saying, you know what? You got to seek the kingdom for yourself. You know, you got to seek it for yourself. But that's why a lot of the disciples, a lot of stuff they understood, but a lot of stuff was going over their head. And they kept asking him, questions over and over and over. How can one be born again? And all these questions. That's spiritual talk, family. That's spiritual talk. And for the most part, they were receiving spiritual milk. Okay, but when you understand it, you understand it by having an experience. Now when I read it, I'm like, wow, this spiritual meat, it's like I understand it better. And it's still helping me because I'm being fed spiritual meat now. I understand this. I don't care how often you read the word. Every time you read it, it's feeding you. Period. So you can say, "Oh, I read that before." Well, read it again. Read it again. It have a new. It will have a new meaning for you, and you will understand it more and more and more. And at least you can say, "Well, I can relate to that." Oh yeah, I know that's the truth. I can relate to that. You're not just reading it, and I know they say, "Oh, walk by faith, not by sight." I get that, but like I said, the word has really been distorted. It has really been distorted. Now, to walk by faith and not by sight, the way I understand it, walk by faith. I go back this, what I see here. This is my truth. Okay, if I go back everything I see right here, we know it can be an illusion. Okay, because this earth, it's surrounded in a matrix, which is nothing but illusion around us anyway. Okay, and you can't really see what's going on around you due to the veil. Okay, but for those who are the spiritual side to see it, you can kind of see, okay, I'm seeing something totally different. It's a wall here, but I'm seeing other stuff around me. You can kind of bypass, and see through this matrix, okay? But walk by faith, not by sight. This sight you can't rely on. This sight, you can be fooled. We all can be fooled with this sight, okay? Because the illusion of the matrix out here play mind games and tricks and pretty much, I want to say this word, but it's kind of foul. I'm going to say mind effing everybody, shall I say, and keeping people spiritually asleep, okay? Playing people like a puppet. Um, and they're doing a quite good job at it. You know, um, walk by faith, not by sight. Yes, we really are not supposed to really rely on this sight, but this sight right here, oh, oh, it's something else. Let me say this real quick. Oh yeah, and let me add this real quick. The by faith part. A lot of people have it. I'm not gonna say that they look at this as an illusion. This right here is showing you the truth. Okay, it looks like an illusion because when you're seeing it within yourself, it's like you're looking at a screen or you're looking through somebody else's eyes. I might do a video talking about that. I don't want to make this video long and I don't want to confuse many of you. But my next video, I'm going to speak more on that, okay? Because I came to more information about that, and I want to share it with many of you. Because many of you are seeing spiritually this way as well, and there's more meaning to it. And I want to explain that in depth with many of you. So it has helped me to understand it. And I will say this: you remember when I talked about how I go through myself and I see as though I'm seeing through other people's that will be the next video. That'll be the next video. I want to share that. And please know it's nothing new under the sun. A lot of stuff I'm talking about, many of you know already. You just have forgotten. Many of us are old, so we've been here more times than we know. Okay, but as we come here, everything is white, clean, we forget, but there is appointed time for us all to be programmed to wake up. Thanks be to the Most High God. I'm grateful for that, and I don't know everything. Everything's like a process. I get little pieces here of the puzzle. I'm pretty much trying to fit the puzzle for me. I can't speak for nobody else, but I'm trying to fit the puzzles together for me, to help me walk this life path out, making better sound judgments, decisions, okay? That's for my highest good. And due to trials and tribulation and things that I have experienced, if I can help somebody, I would do it. Because everything is not all about money. When it comes to information, we should do it in a state of gratitude, being grateful to, expand our life and help our brothers and sisters and just be charitable towards one another by passing the torch. But at the end of the day, nothing that I speak of is new. The words say is nothing new under the sun, and I believe that. Okay. Yeah, like I told you about the AI, that technology been around a long time, okay? It's been around a long time. So you can imagine how a lot of us, one minute we're here, the next we're gone, physically gone, spiritually, we just, our energy does is transfer. That's how energy does, it just transfer. We are eternal spiritual beings, but you can imagine the AI is still around. It's still around. So can you imagine all the information that it has absorbed? And then here we go around again, in this lifetime, coming to this, information of AI technology. But the ET, they already knew about it. They already had it. But due to this so-called treaty, well, I'm gonna get into all of that. But y'all know about the treaty. It was the, our governments and the ET, the Greys, and all of that sharing their information technology and all of that. And then just the Greys, the reptilians as well. Treaties with them. These are the unseen forces that nobody talks about, but we know about it. You know, partnership alliance, pretty much. You do for me, I do for you. You give me this technology right here. You can go ahead and experiment on these people right here. You know where I'm going with this. Yeah, yeah. That's pretty much how our technology took off due to these ETs sharing it. Okay. Um, well, I say it like this: they share what they want to share with mankind. Let me just say that they're not going to share so much of to where they get out of hand to where mankind is going to take over and destroy them. Let me just say that. But for the most part, our government, they're just so far ahead in knowledge. The black op projects, the secret government, it's layers to our government. The information that they have stored, even the Pope know about it. At the end of the day, they're so far ahead. I can't tell you how far ahead they are, but they're so far ahead with advanced technology. Ain't even funny. But they keep all this stuff stored. They keep all this information stored, okay? Way out there in the desert where there's nobody around, I don't know how many miles away from civilization, but they keep this kind of information, to themselves. It's okay for them to know, but for us, oh no, we can't handle it right now. But it's okay for them to have this information, and it keeps it hidden underground, way out there in the desert. Need I say more? Maybe you know what I'm talking about. These movies, these sci-fi movies, they just be telling you like it is, but and they let them put the information out, but as entertainment, as science fiction, but we know some, truth in it. You gotta kind of wean out, the fake from what you from what you truly know is the real deal, shall I say? But I'm gonna say this real quick and I'm gonna end the video. But I will be doing another video, it'll probably be sometime next week. Um, I've been downloading so much information, family. It ain't even funny, but I thank the Most High God. But as it comes to me, I need to write this stuff down because if I don't, I forget. I need to write stuff down because a lot of things been coming to me while I be asleep. And I be like, wow. I said, write this stuff down. It makes sense to somebody. Um, it came to me. I'm going to say this real quick and then I'm going to end this video. If any of you have any questions, I can always um, go back and add to it, okay, if I miss any points. Um, but when it comes to this AI technology, for those of you who happen to be waking up, okay, as I mentioned in my last video, when many of you are coming out of meditation or waking up early in the morning and you happen to just stare at a wall, we just say a white wall, okay, like what's behind me, and you see something shadowy looking that looks like a spider and it's still. And all of a sudden, because you're conscious of it, you see it, and it starts to move. And it's moving like a spider and everything. And some people see more than one, okay? But this technology, what it's doing is observing you because, let me just say it like this. Let me say it like this. This technology is around us anyway. It's part of the matrix. It's part of the matrix, okay? This information is around us anyway. The fact that you are seeing it is because you are starting to wake up, okay? There are things around us anyway, things that will scare the living shit out of you, okay? But when you know what you know, God told y'all everything's about vibration, just see it for what it is, okay? The Most High God has a veil, nothing's gonna harm you. But when you happen to see these so-called, okay, shadow looking spiders on the wall, just observe. It's just a sign that you're waking up and you see it. And a host of other things you will see. That's all. Now, this technology, seeing these spiders, let me say this, even though it's around us, it's very low vibrational. Let me just say that. 'Cause AI, it's more to it, but I'm just gonna say it like this. It's spying, on people. Is used also to spy on people. Let me just say that. As far as whoever is running the show, um, but when you raise your vibration, I was seeing it like a couple of years back, maybe 2 years back. When you raise your vibration, okay, they can still be around you, but they cannot see you. Do that make sense? I will do another video about this later because, a prime example, this is where you are. Okay, you have awakened. They've been around you the whole time. It's all kind of things around us. Everything is dealing with um, you know, vibration and frequency. I'm gonna say frequency. I think it's a better word to use. Everything is about frequency, okay? It's pretty much what frequency are you on? When you finally wake up, this is where they are right here. When you finally wake, they're pretty much I think in the fourth dimension, but when you wake up, you right here on the same frequency they're on, okay? And you see them, okay? You see them. When you start working on yourself and mastering yourself, they're still around, but you raising your frequency up here. So they're not on your radar anymore, okay? They're still around. They're still around. See, everything is in layers. Everything is dealing with layers of vibration, okay? Vibration and frequency. And the fact that you raise your vibration, they're still around, but you don't see them anymore, but you know they exist. Compared to somebody who's still asleep, they don't know that. I got somewhere to go. But compared to somebody else who still spiritually asleep, they don't want to think about this stuff. And I'm not scaring many of you because it's, have no fear. God don't give with the spirit of fear, but a power, love, and sound mind. I'm just letting you know this has been my experience, and this is what I have seen as well as many of you. So I knows what I'm talking about. Okay, I knows what I'm talking about. Anytime you receive confirmation from other people, they're saying, "Oh, yeah, I've seen this too." Obviously, I'm not crazy, and obviously, I'm not talking out of my head. Okay, it ain't just the spiders. There are other things that are around us, even low vibrational things. Okay, the point I'm trying to make is it's about your frequency, where you are vibrationally. Okay, not only do we attract these things to us, but if you are matching the frequency, okay, you're going to see it, number one, or you spiritually awaken. And now I ain't talking about the spice no more. I'm talking about just seeing anything. You start having a spiritual sight to see things. Because your third eye can be awakened. Just because awakened, it don't mean you on a high vibration. It just awakened. But you have to really guard yourself. Your third eye awakened because you don't want to attract things to you that's going to have you paranoid and just cracking up out here. No, our third eyes are really designed for you to be able to be cracking up. You got to operate in power, love, and sound mind. But when it comes to the AI technology, let me just say that this stuff is around us anyway. But when you wake up, you happen to see it. Okay? But as you raise your vibrational frequency, you know about it because you've seen them. But they're down here on this frequency right here. As you raise your vibrational frequency, you don't. I know for me, I don't see them anymore. Not saying that they are not around, I just don't see them anymore, and they are not detected on my radar where I am. I hope that makes sense. And if it don't, I apologize. To me, it makes sense, but if it don't make sense to you, I apologize. You're just not grasping it, and a lot of you are not seeing what I'm talking about. So that's why. But I'm just saying everything's about frequency. That's all I'm saying. Now, when it comes to dimensional beings and all this, some are benevolent, some are not benevolent. When it comes to stuff like that, you have to watch your vibration because what you see while your third eye's awakened, that's what you attract to you. Okay, and it doesn't mean they're going to harm you, but you're on their level. Okay, so I know I said a lot of stuff. I don't want to make these videos that long. I can always do another video. I apologize for being all over the place. I'll be trying to make a point and hoping many of you, you know, understand where your sister's coming from, okay? But have no fear. If many of you want to wake up, pray about it. If you're ready, pray about it. But you got to master yourself and try to get a handle on your fears. And definitely mind over matter, okay? Mind over matter. Master your flesh is very important. Learn to master your flesh. That's all I'm going to say right now. I love you in Christ. Talk to you later. Peace and one love to you all.